All right, so last week you studied important terminology associated with circles. Today I will introduce new terminology that focuses mainly on tangents. After a brief review of some terminology that we learned last week, we will explore lines that are tangent to multiple circles and circles that are tangent to each other and how to describe those relationships. So let's quickly take a look at some terminology that is review and will help to lead into the new material that we're going to look at and cover today. All right, so the review terminology, um, polygon circumscribed about a circle, or a circle inscribed in a polygon. So what that means is it's when each side of a polygon is tangent to a circle. So let me illustrate this for you. All right, so if we have circle, call it circle P. If we want to circumscribe a polygon about this circle or inscribe the circle in a polygon, I'll use a rectangle to illustrate this. What we have to do is make sure that each side of, in this case, the rectangle is tangent to the circle. So if you look, we end up with 4 points of tangency, okay, roughly right around here. Call that point A, point B, point C, and point D. So all of those points are points of tangency. And because this circle, um, the sides of the rectangle are tangent to the circle, this polygon is circumscribed about the circle, or the circle is inscribed in the polygon. So to continue our discussion on tangents, we're going to move down here. And what we're going to focus on right now are common tangents. And a common tangent is a line that is tangent to each of two coplanar circles. Now, this is illustrated for you. I'm going to highlight this up here. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to draw this out for you as well, just to give you a second diagram to look at, something else to reference. So we're going to focus on two things: common internal tangents and common external tangents. And really the way to tell the difference is to focus on how the tangent line interacts with the line segment that connects the centers of the two circles. So let me explain that. I'm going to draw that out for you right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, oh, that's the highlighter still. Let me grab the pen. I'm going to draw a circle, we'll call it circle P again. And then over on the right hand side, I'm going to draw a circle R. And there's a line segment that connects those two centers, and I sketched that in for you. And now what I'm going to draw is a tangent line that is shared by both circles. So I'm going to just mark this point of tangency on point P. I'm going to mark a second point of tangency on point L. Circle R. So this will be L. This will be M. So I'm going to draw in line LM the best I can. All right, so line LM is tangent to both circle P and circle R, and line LM intersects, get the highlighter again. So here's the line segment that connects the centers of the circle, and it intersects right here. So line LM would be considered a common internal tangent for circles P and R. Now let's take a look at common external tangents. So I'm going to start my diagram roughly the exact same way. So I'm going to draw a circle and call that circle P. And then a second circle, call that circle R. And again, we're going to draw in the line segment that connects the centers. So now this time, I'm going to draw another line that's tangent. Again, we'll call it LM, to circle P and to circle R. And now again, if you notice, let me grab the highlighter again real quick. Here is, try that one more time. Here's the line segment that connects the centers of those two circles, and line LM does not intersect that segment. So line M would be considered a common external tangent for circles P and R. So this kind of illustrates to you how to describe tangent lines that are shared by two circles or by multiple circles. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how we describe when two circles are tangent to each other. So I'm going to flip to the next page, or advance to the next slide, I should say. All right, so tangent circles are coplanar circles that are tangent to the same line at the same point. Two tangent circles are internally tangent or externally tangent. And again, I provided you with a diagram that illustrates this for you. I'm going to highlight it. And what we'll do is I'll go through and I'm going to give you an example of each of these and also show you a diagram of two circles that would not be considered tangent at all. So let me go down here. All right, so now I'm going to draw two circles. I'm going to do my best here anyways, to draw two circles that are internally tangent. So I'm going to draw a line. I'll call that line L. And I'm going to draw a circle, call it circle P again. So circle P is tangent to line L at point T. Now if I draw another circle, and that's terrible, but you get the idea, that contains circle P, these two circles, so circle P, and I'm going to put the center like right here, even though that's really not where the center is. So circle L and circle P would be internally tangent. All right, because one circle is on the interior of the other circle. Let's take a look at two circles that would be externally tangent. So let's say I draw on this tangent line. I'm sorry, not a tangent line. It will be a tangent line in a second, but line L. And now I'm going to draw point T again. If I have circle L, tangent to circle, circle L, tangent to line T, and then circle P, tangent to line L at point T as well, then these circles would be externally tangent. Because one circle is not on the interior of the other circle. And then finally, let me show you a couple examples of circles that are not tangent at all, or not tangent to each other. So these two circles would not be considered tangent because if you look, this line that they share intersects the circles at multiple points. And a line of tangency can only intersect a circle at one point at a time. And then here, these two circles would not be tangent because, again, they're not touching. They could share common tangents, but they are not tangent to each other. All right, so what I'd like you to do right now is I want you to click on the link that's titled Practice Problems Blank, complete those problems, and then check your answers on the link below that says Practice Problems Complete. If you have any questions for me, make sure that you email me, and I will talk to you guys soon. I hope this was helpful.